students, welcome to YouTube channel of Aksar Education. In this video we are going to discuss additional practice sums based on Heron's formula. First question, here we are given that if the area of equilateral triangle is 8 root 3, if area of equilateral triangle is 8 root 3 centimeter square, find its perimeter. Find its perimeter. So an equilateral triangle is given whose area is given and you have to find its perimeter. So what is equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle is the triangle in which measure of all sides are equal. So let us now consider this is equilateral triangle ABC in which measure of all sides are equal and that is equal to A. So in triangle ABC all three sides are equal. AB equal to BC equal to AC. The triangle in which all three sides are equal is called equilateral triangle, and here measure of all sides are equal and that is equal to A. Done? That is our assumption. Let measure of all sides are equal. Given area of triangle. So area of triangle ABC is given, which is 8 root 3 centimeter square. Question is find its perimeter. So here we know the area of equilateral triangle. Formula of area of equilateral triangle is area of triangle ABC. So for equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 side square and that side is A. Area of triangle ABC is given, which is 8 root 3 equal to root 3 by 4 into A square. Root 3 cut, so A square equal to 8 4s are 32. So it is square equal to 8 4s are 32. So our A will be, you can write this 32 as a 16 2s are 32. So square root of this 16 is 4 and square root of 2 is root 2 centimeter. This is the length of side AB. Done? So question is find perimeter. So perimeter of triangle is nothing but the sum of all three sides. All three sides are equal, so that is equal to 3A. So 3 into A, measure of one side is 4 root 2. So it's a 4 root 2. So perimeter of triangle is 4 3s are 12 root 2 centimeter. Perimeter of given equilateral triangle is 12 root 2 centimeter. Clear students? So this is how you can solve this question. Pause the video and note it down. Next question. In question number 2, we are given one right angle triangle. The perimeter of right angle triangle is 24 centimeter. Question number 2. Perimeter of right angle triangle is 24 centimeter. Its hypotenuse is 10 centimeter. Its hypotenuse is 10 centimeter. Length of hypotenuse is 10 centimeter. Find its area. Find its area. You have to find the area of right angle triangle. So what we are given? Perimeter of right angle triangle. So let this is right angle triangle ABC. This is right angle at B. Perimeter is 24 centimeter and the length of hypotenuse is 10. So given the perimeter of this right angle triangle is 24 centimeter and length of hypotenuse, which is AC, and that is equal to small b equal to 10, है ना. इसको स्मॉल बी नहीं लेना, इसको ले लो सी, है ना, क्योंकि यहाँ पर लेट दिस ए बी एंड बी सी एज ए स्मॉल एंड स्मॉल बी. सो लेट आवर ए बी एज ए स्मॉल ए and BC as a small b. Clear? This is our assumption. So now you have to find the area. So what is the area of this right angle triangle? So for the formula, the area of right angle triangle ABC is 1 by 2 into base into altitude. Base is BC and altitude is AB. Clear, students? So to find the area of this triangle ABC, what we require? We require value of this BC and AB, which is nothing but the AB. This is our equation number 1. Now we'll try to find the value of this AB. This AB, multiplication of A into B. So let's start with the given. So we are given perimeter of triangle. So perimeter of triangle ABC is nothing but the sum of length of all three sides, which is A plus B plus 10, and perimeter is given 24 centimeter. So this is nothing but the 24 equal to A plus B plus 10. So subtracting this 10 from this 24, we are getting A plus B equal to 14. A plus B equal to 14. Say this one as a result too. Done. A plus B equal to 14. Now students, this is one right angle triangle. Given triangle is right angle triangle. So for right angle triangle we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can say that square of the hypotenuse AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB square plus BC square. AC, which is 10, so it's a 10 square, equal to AB square, so which is A square plus BC square, which is B square. So we are getting one more result, that is A square plus B square equal to 100. A square plus B square equal to 100. Say result 3. Done. Now students, now here we are having A plus B equal to 14. We are having result 2 as a plus B equal to 14. Take the square on the both side, so it's a plus B whole square equal to 14 square, which is 196. So here we are getting A square plus 2AB plus B square equal to 196, and therefore this can be written as A square plus B square plus 2AB equal to 196, and here this A square plus B square equal to 100 from result 3. So replace this one as a 100 plus 2AB equal to 196. So from this we can get this 2AB, which is 196 minus 100. So we are getting 2AB equal to 96, and value of this AB equal to 96 by 2, which is equal to 48. Now put this value of AB in equation 1. Put in equation 1. So equation 1 will give us area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC, and that is equal to 1 by 2 into AB. AB is 48. So we are getting the area of triangle ABC, which is 24 centimeter square. Clear, students? So here this is one right angle triangle whose perimeter is 24 centimeter and whose area is also 24 centimeter square. Clear students? Pause the video and note it down. Now question number 3. Here you have to find the area of this shaded portion. So one triangle PQR is given. In triangle PQR, one right angle triangle PSQ is given, dimensions are given, and you have to find the area of the shaded portion. Shaded portion, that is area of triangle PQR minus this area of PSQ. So we are getting the area of the shaded portion. This is our shaded portion. Then you have to find this area. So what is the area of shaded portion? So now from this figure we can say that area of shaded portion is nothing but the area of triangle PQR minus area of triangle PSQ. So we will get the area of shaded portion. Say this one as a result number 1. Now what is the area of triangle PQR? To find the area of this triangle PQR, we require is 3 sides. Third side PQ is missing. We can find the area of this PQS. So here PQS is 90 degree right angle triangle. So we can directly find the area of this right angle triangle by using the formula 1/2 base into height. But we require the side of this triangle PQR. So this PQR, or we can say this PQ side, is nothing but the hypotenuse for this right angle triangle PSQ. So here we can apply Pythagoras theorem for this right angle triangle. So we will get the length of this hypotenuse of the right angle triangle PSQ. That hypotenuse is nothing but the side of triangle PQR. So we are getting all 3 sides. We can find the area of this right angle, area of triangle PQR by using Heron's formula. Done. So what you have to do? First we have to find the area of this triangle and one side of this triangle. So let's start with the triangle PSQ. So in triangle PSQ, angle S is 90 degree. So by Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, square of hypotenuse, this is right angle. So opposite side is hypotenuse. So it's a PQ square. PQ square is equal to sum of the square of the sides making the right angle. So it's a PS square plus QS square. PS square plus QS square. So PS is 12. So it's a 12 square plus QS, which is 16 square. So 12 square is 144 and 16, which is 256. So our PQ square is 400. So square root PQ is 20 सेंटीमीटर है ना. प्लस और माइनस नहीं लेना है हेरोन्स फॉर्मूला में, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हमें जो भी मिलेगा वो साइड मिलेगी और साइड ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव होगी, है ना. सो 400 का स्क्वायर रूट प्लस और माइनस 20 नहीं लेना है, 20 कंसिडर करना है क्योंकि साइड ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. सो और PQ इज 20 सेंटीमीटर. So this is 20 centimeter and also we require the area of this triangle PSQ. PSQ भी चाहिए, वो भी फाइंड कर ले. So यहीं पर फाइंड कर लेते हैं. So area of triangle PSQ, this is right angle triangle. So formula to find the area of right angle triangle is 1/2 base into height. Base is QS. So corresponding altitude is PS. So that is equal to 1/2 16 into 12. 16 into 12. So this is equal to 2 8 16, 12 8 96 centimeter square. So now our area of triangle PSQ is 96 centimeter square. Say this one as a result number 1, 2 and this one as a 3. Done. Now we have to find the area of this triangle PQR and 3 sides are known, so we can apply Heron's formula. So now in triangle PQR side PQ, let side PQ is our A, which is equal to 20 centimeter. Side QR, which is equal to B, and that is 48 centimeter, and PR, which is equal to C, and that is 52 centimeter. So first we require semi-perimeter. So it's a perimeter, sum of the measure of all three sides by 2. So it's a 20 plus 48 plus 52 by 2. So semi-perimeter S is 48 plus 52, 100 plus 20, 120 by 2. So value of semi-perimeter is 60 centimeter. Semi-perimeter is 60 centimeter. So now find the area of the triangle by using Heron's formula. So by Heron's formula, we can find the area of triangle PQR, and that is equal to, what is the formula? It's the square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Put the values. S is semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is 60. Values of A, B and C are 20, 48 and 52 respectively. So 60, which is 60 minus A, 20. 60 minus B, B is 48. 60 minus C, our C is 52. Now we have to simplify this. So it's the square root of 60 multiplied by 60 minus 20, 40 multiplied by 60 minus 48, 12, and 60 minus 52, which is 8. Now we have to write these numbers as a perfect square numbers or as a pair of two factors. So this 60 can be written as 5 12s are 60 because 12 is there. So 12 into 12. This 40 can be written as 5 8s are 50. 5 8s are 40, and this 8 is there. Done. So now these are the pairs of factor. 5 into 5, 5 into 5, 5 square, 12 into 12, 12 square, and 8 into 8, which is 8 square. So this square and square root will be cut. So we are getting 5 into 12 into 8. So 8 5 is 40. 40 into 12. So it's a 480 centimeter square. So this is the area of triangle PQR. Area of triangle PQR is 480 centimeter square. Say this one as a result number 4. This is result number 4. What you have to find? We have to find the area of shaded portion. So what is the area of that shaded portion? Area of shaded portion is nothing but the area of triangle PQR minus PSQ. So our PQR is result 4 and PSQ is result 3. So now we are getting our answer by putting this value of result 3 and result 4 in equation number 1. Done. Put the values of result 3 and result 4 in our equation 1. So we are getting the area of shaded portion. So area of shaded portion. Area of shaded portion equal to area of triangle PQR, which is 480 minus area of triangle PSQ, which is 96. So 480 minus 96. So 480 minus 80, 400, and minus 16. So it's a 384 centimeter square. This is the area of shaded portion. Clear, students? Yes, 384 centimeter square. So pause the video and note it down. Okay, students. Now question number 4. Find the area of rhombus. You have to find the area of rhombus whose perimeter is 200 meter. So first we have to know what is rhombus. So rhombus is the quadrilateral in which all four sides are equal. All four sides are equal and diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree. So diagonals bisect each other in 90 degree in rhombus. So here bisecting at 90 degree. Suppose this is rhombus ABCD. in which all sides are equal. So find the area of rhombus whose perimeter is 200 meter and one of the diagonal is 80 meter. Two diagonals are there, they are bisecting each other at 90 degree. So this point O is the midpoint of diagonal. Suppose this is diagonal D1, so it's a D1 by 2, this is D1 by 2, and this is diagonal D2, so this is D by 2, and this will be D2 by 2. So now let all four sides are equal. So let AB equal to BC equal to AC, है ना, कहाँ से स्टार्ट किया, AB BC CD and BC CD equal to AD equal to A. All four sides are equal and their measures are equal to A. So perimeter is given. So what is perimeter? Perimeter of rhombus is nothing but the sum of all the four sides. So perimeter of rhombus is 200. So it's A plus A plus A plus A equal to 200. So it's 4A equal to 200. So we are getting A equal to 50. A equal to 50 meter. So length of all the sides of this rhombus is nothing but the 50 meter. And length of one of the diagonal is given. Suppose diagonal D2 is there whose length is 80 meter. So consider the triangle AOB. So length of this part OB will be 40 meter. So here diagonal D2 is 80 meter and diagonal bisect each other, and therefore we can say that OB equal to 40 meter. So OB is 40 meter. Length of side AB, which is equal to A and which is 50 meter. So if we consider the right angle triangle AOB, we can find the length of OA, which is the half of the diagonal D1. So now in triangle, consider triangle AOB. In triangle AOB, here we know the length of half of the diagonal one side, so we will get the length of half of the length of another diagonal. So by doubling it, we are getting the length of another diagonal. Done. So in triangle AOB, angle O is 90 degree. So by using Pythagoras theorem, we can say that AB square is equal to OA square plus OB square. So AB square, which is 50 square equal to OA square, that you have to find OA square plus OB square, that is the half of diagonal, which is 40 square. So 2500 minus 1600 equal to OA square. So our OA square will be equal to 900 and OA will be 30 meter. What is OA? Is the half of the diagonal D1 by 2. So our diagonal AC will be twice of OA. So we are getting the diagonal AC, which is equal to D1 equal to 2 into 30. So length of diagonal D1 will be 60 meter. Length of one diagonal D2 is 80 meter and the length of another diagonal D1 is 60 meter. Why we have find this length D1 and D2? Because we have to find the area of rhombus. What is the area of rhombus? So formula, area of rhombus, formula to find the area of rhombus is nothing but the 1 by 2 into product of its diagonal. So diagonals are D1 and D2, so that is equal to 1 by 2 into D1 into D2. So 1 by 2, area of rhombus is 1 by 2 D1 into D2. D1 that we have derived, find किया हमने 60 and D2 is 80. So this is equal to 2 40 is 80, 6 4 is 2400 meter square. So our answer is area of rhombus is 2400 square meter or meter square is the answer. Clear students? So this is how you can find the area of rhombus. Pause the video and note it down. Okay students, now question number 5. One rhombus is given, rhombus ABCD is given. In this rhombus AC is 16, so length of one of the diagonal is 16. So here you can write D1, length of diagonal is 16 centimeter, and length of one of the side is 10 centimeter. AB equal to 10 centimeter. You have to find the area of this rhombus. Done. So what is the area of the rhombus? Area of the rhombus is nothing but the product of its diagonal, and for that we require the length of second diagonal BD. So D2 is nothing but the length of BD that you have to find. So here we are making the use of property of rhombus. So in rhombus, diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree. So this point O is the midpoint of diagonal BD, as well as this point O is the midpoint of AC. So total length of AC is 16 centimeter. So length of AO will be 8 centimeter. So first we write down the property here. In rhombus diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. Diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree in rhombus. Done. So O is the midpoint of AC. So if the O is the midpoint of AC, what is the length of OA? So here OA is the midpoint of AC. So OA is nothing but the half of AC. So our OA will be 1 by 2 into AC. AC is given 16, and that is equal to 8 centimeter. Why we are finding this OA? This is total length, so that is now divided into 8 centimeter and 8 centimeter. So this is 8 centimeter, AB is 10 centimeter, and this is one right angle triangle. We get the length of OB. So now in triangle AOB, angle O is 90 degree. So according to Pythagoras theorem, AB square of the hypotenuse, AB square equal to OA square plus OB square. So our AB square 10 square, which is equal to OA square, 8 square plus OB square. 10 square 100 minus 64 equal to OB square. So our OB square is 36. So OB is 6 centimeter. OB is 6 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. O is the midpoint of diagonal BD. So we are getting the length of another diagonal D2. D2 is nothing but the twice of OB. So length of second diagonal is 2 into 6. So length of second diagonal, which is BD, equal to 12 centimeter. Clear students? So length of one diagonal is 16 centimeter and length of another diagonal, which is BD, equal to 12 centimeter. So now we can find the area of rhombus. So now area of given rhombus is nothing but the product of its diagonal by 2. So 1 by 2 into D1 D2, 1 by 2 into D1 D2. So 1 by 2 into D1, length of one diagonal given diagonal is 16, and D2 length of derived diagonal, which is 12. So our answer is 12 8s are 96 centimeter square. This is the area. The area of rhombus is 96 centimeter square. Clear students? So this is how you can find the area of any rhombus. Now one more concept is there. You can also apply our Heron's formula to find the area of any quadrilateral. So application of Heron's formula. To find the area of quadrilateral. How can we find the area of any quadrilateral by using Heron's formula? For example, on quadrilateral ABCD is given. That quadrilateral can be of any type. It can be parallelogram, it can be rhombus, it can be square, it can be rectangle. So this is one quadrilateral. So if you want to find the area of this quadrilateral by using Heron's formula, you have to construct either of the one diagonal. In any quadrilateral, two diagonals are there. Out of two diagonals, you have to construct one diagonal. Draw one diagonal. So that will divide our quadrilateral into two triangles. So now quadrilateral ABCD is divided into two triangles. Two triangles are triangle ABD and triangle BCD. Clear, students? So now what is the area of this quadrilateral ABCD? Let me write over here. So area of quadrilateral ABCD is nothing but the sum of area of two triangles, triangle ABD plus area of triangle BCD. So first apply Heron's formula in triangle ABD, find its area, then again apply Heron's formula in triangle BCD, find its area, and then take the addition of the area of the triangle 1 and triangle 2, you will get the area of quadrilateral. So this is how you can find the area of any quadrilateral by using Heron's formula. Done? So pause the video and note it down.